From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
On second down, here's Mahomes.
They'll drop this off to Pacheco.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend.
Rodgers on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They go play action with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
You look at this Eagle defense.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Dribble it.
Now Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Eagles.
Now Hurts changing up the play. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41.
Here's Hurts to throw.
They'll roll him out right.
Hurts fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
what's going on?
That's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is it something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Hurts going to move him around. Brown goes in motion left. Second down. Here's Jalen Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partners. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, But this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw.
That is caught.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling as time expires in the first half.
And the Chiefs get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have the control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 46, here's second and a yard. Once again, it's Swift.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra from 6 yards away. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync, Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good head down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Throwing on 2nd down, Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Play action. Here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to be shot back short of the goal line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts, sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Now a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Pacheco.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
It's a loss of 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Smith in motion right. On the option to give to Swift here.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24.
31, Chiefs 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
A give right side for Pacheco. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A gain of 15. 1st down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team